whatever. Anyway, okay, so the title of this video is, I think, gonna be Addicted to Stimulation. And there's just like some things that I've been feeling like I can't go without, even though I know I can. I guess, one of the main reasons that I keep social media around, mainly just TikTok, honestly, is because I see videos that like make me feel a certain way, like emotional videos, like, oh my gosh, that makes me feel really happy, or that makes me feel really sad, or that really makes me want to travel, things like that. Is it recording? Oh, it is recording. Yeah, they just like make me feel these emotions, and I myself want to make the videos that do that. Like, I want to be the ones that, or I want to be the one that creates that, and not necessarily for everybody else, although that would be cool. Like, it would be super cool to have lots of views and lots of subscribers and, have a social media presence. But to be honest, I just want to make good videos that, I and my close family is like, that's really good. Sometimes I almost cry because I really badly just want to film a video, and it's mainly at night when I'm more in my feels anyway. But I just so badly want to make videos, and I just don't. I mean, it's kind of harder to do. I don't really have like a good room to record or a good yard. Like, I have to go somewhere, so there's like a little bit of friction. But I've got the camera, I've got the mic. I've got everything that I would need. The computer, the editing software, and I just fall short. So anyway, so there's some things that I do that makes me feel like I'm addicted to stimulation. It's not like the good stimulation, right? It's not like I'm about to go skydiving or on a motorcycle ride or on a crazy hike. It's like the artificial stuff, like my phone, social media, all that stuff. Yeah, I kind of curate my mornings perfectly, but not so perfectly that right when I wake up, I have to immediately get in the shower. I have to then, eat breakfast, get ready, and get out the door because I want to be to work at a certain time. So it's easier in this school, like during the school time or during the school year, to be able to, not get on my phone right when I wake up. But right now, with it being summertime, I have endless amounts of time to just sit on my phone if I want. Another thing I'm doing too, without really even knowing it, is I'm canceling screen time limits. Like, I set 45 minutes to be on TikTok every day, which I blow way through that. But sometimes I'll cancel it without even knowing that I canceled it. And like, that's an issue. That I just want to be on my phone so much that I'm doing it, and then also unknowingly canceling screen time notifications. And there's like just some autopilot habits that I've been doing. Like, for example, the canceling the screen time notifications, like that's one autopilot habit. Another one is like knowing I shouldn't, like, hey, I probably shouldn't be getting on social media right now or getting on my phone, and then just doing it anyway. Knowing like, hey, you shouldn't get on it, and then I just get on it anyway. So it's like, I know that I should be doing it, but I still continue to do it. There is a hummingbird, and I thought that was a person. Like, there's other times, like when I'm on my computer, and I'll just randomly start typing in Facebook. I don't even like Facebook. I don't connect with anybody on there. The only thing I rarely get on there for is to look at marketplace stuff. But I don't like Facebook at all. I actually despise it. I don't even have the app on my phone. Like, it's just something I randomly type in to just go scroll on. Sometimes I'll randomly play music at night when I'm trying to go to bed, even though I know I don't need it. I'll just be like, I just feel like I need to put on a good song. And then, like, by the time the 3-minute song is done, I'm so dead asleep or so close to it. Like, I really don't need that, but for some reason I feel like I do. But just, I'm going for a drive. I get in the car, I'm like, I don't want to listen to anything. I just kind of want to drive and enjoy it. I start driving, and I don't know the exact time frame. I mean, it could be 5 minutes, it could be 20 minutes. And then next thing you know, I'll just randomly go and click on Spotify, and I'll start like listening to something, and I'm like, I just don't want to. But then I have this feeling of, I know I shouldn't, and I really don't want to, but I also kind of do want to listen to it. So I'll end up just listening to music, and then I get burnt out with music. And another frustrating thing that's happened is I like no longer really enjoy listening to audiobooks. Or I do, but it's hard for me to pay attention and stay focused and not have to go back through chapters because I've missed out on what they said. Like, prime example, I just went on a road trip with Anthony, and I could not get into this book. I mean, part of it was he already had some background knowledge, so it was really easy for him to dial in. But for me, it's just I could not focus, and I had to constantly ask him, like, okay, what happened here? And then, like, it'd probably be like 5 or 10 minutes before I noticed that I wasn't even paying attention. So I would just unknowingly disengage, which is kind of frustrating because I love audiobooks. And so constantly wanting to do these things, whether it's listen to music or be on the computer or be on social media or be on my phone, I can't help but think of like how much time passes while I'm doing those things. And then it totally cancels out all the time that I could be doing the things that I like truly want to do, but I kind of forget about doing because I'm on these social media apps, my phone, or whatever it is. So I think right now my screen time is about 3 to 4 hours every day. I mean, sometimes it hits 5 and sometimes even 6. You know, during the school year, it's about 3 hours, which is still pretty crazy. And I actually saw this TikTok, and I'm going to link it down below because I think it's important that everybody watches it. And it came from a TED Talk, so I can also link that as well too. That'd probably be a good idea. But the average 18-year-old in the US spends about 8 hours on their phone. Now that's not me, it's about half that. But if you just think about all the time that you're spending on your phone, all the time that you're in the bathroom, making food, sleeping, cooking, I already said that, all of those things, it really whittles down how much time you actually have for yourself to do whatever you want. And so my time is just kind of getting whittled down. And I know I don't want to do it, but I keep doing it. But there's just things around the house that I'm not even getting done because I just pick up my phone and I get lost in it for 15, 20 minutes at a time. And that just really starts to add up. I want to clean my room, or if I want to take the clothing out of the dryer. And I even have a hard time doing non-technology tasks. I really want to learn to play the piano. I have a piano. I have a keyboard in my room that I purchased for $500 a couple of years ago, and I rarely ever play it. Or reading a book, which I really love to do, but I just can't get myself to get into it. Or studying, for that matter. I would love to get my ham radio license, which I will for sure get that. Studying Spanish, which I've been doing that for about a month now, and I also would like to be, have my private pilot's license someday. And while I'm not going to start that for a while because that costs a lot of money, I can still do the ground school stuff. But just trying to focus in on that and not letting my mind shift to something else or to wanting to be on my phone. And there's just so many things where a lot of people do this. I mean, obviously myself included because I'm able to, comment on this. But just the lack of downtime without stimulation is just wild. Back when I was younger, back in my day and age, right? Anytime that I stop at a stoplight, I pull out my phone. Anytime that I go to the bathroom, I have my phone on me. Anytime that I'm laying in bed, I have my phone on me. Anytime that I'm waiting for my toast to get done in the toaster, I have my phone on me. During a commercial or an ad break or waiting for somebody, just all these times, we immediately pull out our phone to just be on it, to have that stimulation, and having the urge to even pull those things out when in any of those situations. We just have such a lack of downtime to be able to think. Try going to the bathroom without your phone, and you literally, I'll look at my watch, I'll start reading the shampoo bottles. It's crazy. I feel like I have to always be doing something, but I don't, and I don't want to. And there are some times where I have a little bit of downtime, and I've been running with my watch for a little over a year now, and it's got cellular data on it. So if I ever need to call or text when I'm on a run or out walking, I have the capability to do that, in an emergency situation. So that's good. And I don't bring my phone. So I'll choreograph my runs so that when I finish my run, I have about a mile to a mile and a half left, which is the best time ever. I love it so much because it's time to just think. I mean, sometimes I want to call people, but that's really rare. But even then right there, just wanting to talk to somebody because I don't have my phone to be able to do that. But that's kind of rare sometimes. Most times I'm like, yeah, I'm really excited for this. So, if I can get excited for after a run, which is about 30 to 40 minutes without my phone, to just walk and think, imagine all these other times that I would actually enjoy not having my phone or technology and just sitting there and thinking. And then sometimes there just becomes this overload of stimulation where I'm like, I just can't do this anymore. Like there's so many times where I'm on my MacBook and my PC's on and my TV's on and I'm watching something. I've got something that I'm watching over here. I'm editing pictures or whatever on my Mac, and then I've got my other computer up, mainly for Plex, but that I can get on really quickly if I need to. And then there becomes this political overload where just constantly seeing politics, and then obviously you watch it more on your social media, and then they give you more videos about it. And there's this urge or want to be informed, but then it just becomes too much. And so there's got to be a way that I could balance that out. There's like specific people that I really like to watch, and maybe I could just subscribe to their newsletters or whatever and just figure out a way that way. But man, just being overly informed, and mainly a lot of them being things that are not going to happen but could happen, that are just really taking some of my mental capacity away from being chill and doing things that I want to do. And then also with being on my phone and on my computer so much, I find the urge to find more things that I would want to buy, or finding small things that I could buy lots of that doesn't feel like a whole lot, but then it adds up to a whole lot, or it adds up to a lot of money. So there's just a lot of things that being in front of a screen can do to you, and I'm really starting to realize it after making this video, or just even sitting here talking to the camera. So there just has to be some sort of change. And I don't know if this video is just gonna immediately flip a switch, but I think when I go back and I watch and I edit it, and I'll try to watch it often, that I just want to make videos so bad. Like, put down the technology and go make a video. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, Casey Neistat, okay, I'm going to try to remember who posted this original one, but he was talking about Casey Neistat, just thinks of a video and then goes and records it. Doesn't matter how silly it is. Like, there's a video of him fixing his bar of soap falling all the time in his bathroom. And it's just such a silly video, but 10 million people have seen it. So if I can remember, I'll try to link the person who talked about it and then also the original YouTube video of Casey as well. But it's just things like that. Like, there doesn't have to be much thought process in, okay, I have a video idea, going and recording it. I mean, there should be a little bit, right? You don't want to post something that's not good, or not good in terms of you're going to get in trouble for it, is what I mean. Or there's going to be controversy over it. Like, there doesn't have to be much thought. And I just can't help but feel like this just feels like a never-ending cycle. I know it can be broken, but sometimes it just feels like, this is never going to end. It's always going to be like this. I'm always going to be overstimulated. I'm always going to be on my phone so much. Just all of that. But I know that it can change. And it's just been this way for way too long. And I have to change it. Like, I kind of just forget what stillness feels like. Like, to just chill. I mean, I feel on my runs and I love it, or after my runs, and I love it. So you just gotta do it. Like, you gotta leave your phone in your room when you go to the bathroom. You got to leave my phone on the table when I get into bed. You just have to do it. It'll be okay. I think that might be one thing why I like being in the mountains. Just not having the ability to text or call or get on social media, just having to be in it and seeing it and smelling the smells and feeling the heat and all of that. I think that's why I just love it so much. It's because I'm forced and I have no option but to be super present. And then after being present for a minute, I love it very, very much. Okay, so this is really the main things I wanted to talk about. And I just know I need to change it. I've got to change it, because I don't want to keep living like this. I've seen some videos where people tell you to pretend that you're being filmed, like you're in a movie, and what would the audience be screaming at you right now to do? And while I don't think that all of life needs to be like that, because people in movies don't have to worry about all aspects of life. You know, they're literally just in a movie. But if I was watching my own movie and I was older, looking at a video of my young self, I would be like screaming to put the phone down, record the videos. You won't regret it, honestly, because I can always go back and look at these videos, but I can't ever go back and get any of that time that I've wasted doing anything not really worthwhile. And it's okay to be on those social media apps from time to time, but man, just always being on it and now knowing that I need to change and then not doing anything about it, like that would just be so silly. So my challenge is to be able to get down to, I think I want it to easily be less than 2 hours of being on, you know, my phone. And you know, if I'm going to go on a road trip, it's going to be higher. If I'm going to be on vacation, it's going to be higher. Like, I totally understand that. But most of my days, I want it to be less than 2 hours. And I know I can do that. And so the last thing that I'll end with is like my favorite quote. I have it up on the board, and it's really helped me just really love teaching in general. And that is, how you spend your day is how you live your life. What you do on a day-to-day basis is what your life is going to be comprised of. It's what you're going to tell people that you did. It's what you're going to look back and remember that you did. And I do not want it to be, oh, I spent so much time on my phone. Because what's that really doing? I don't know. Anyway, I really got everything out that I wanted to say. The main thing is just stay off your phone, man. Get away from the stimulation. Get outside. Like, even just when I was walking up here from the car, I could hear all the birds chirping. I could hear the jet skis on the water. And my nose is a little clogged up right now, so I can't really smell the smells. But it's been such a long time that I've consistently heard all the sounds, smelt everything, like when I was a kid, and days just felt so long. Like, you really forget what all that's like. And so I'm trying to get back to that because it can only be good, right? Anyway, if you stayed around, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So anyway, love you, man.